Hey guys, I've been getting a lot of questions about what I've done to my 2017 RMX450Z to richen up the fuel air mixture, to get rid of the D-cell pop, to open it up more for it to be actually more of a 450 than what it was when it came from the factory. I didn't buy anything. These are just simple little tweaks that I've done. They're real easy, basic hand tools, a digital voltmeter, that's it, and you'll be set on go. I'm going to get the seat off of here, get the plastics off, get down to the real good stuff, and we'll roll from there. As everybody can see, I've got it tore down, got the fuel tank off, seat, plastics, everything's out of the way. Removing the fuel tank makes it a little bit easier to get to a few things. Make sure you wrap the fuel line with a rag, you don't want fuel running everywhere. You ain't going to have it run, it'll just be dripping. So, next, we'll be showing the throttle stop removal, how to fix that. I've already fixed mine, I'm going to tell you. Anyway, throttle position sensor, readjusting it to richen the fuel air mixture up using a digital voltmeter. The airbox restriction will be removed, and the exhaust restrictor will be removed. All simple stuff, real easy. Okay, first off, the airbox restrictor. It's real simple. Pop it open, reach inside, towards right there above the air filter. You'll feel something kind of sticking down. Grab it, wiggle it, gently pull it out. You can move the air filter if you want to, doesn't matter. Just be cautious with it, you don't want to rip your air filter up. Pull it out, when you get it out, it'll look something like this. So, that's it. That's what you'll be grabbing a hold of. So with that done, fairly simple, right? No problem. Close it back off, lock it, you're good to go. So next up, we'll do the exhaust restrictor. You got fasteners going around your end cap here. Well, there's 6 of them, I think. Remove those. Take your end cap off. Inside, you'll find a hole, and you'll see this little thing here sticking out. There'll be one fastener in the top. Take that fastener out. It will be factory siliconed, so you have to wiggle it, wiggle and pull. It comes out. This does not remove the spark arrestor. The spark arrestor is still in the pipe, or in the muffler. This is removed. As you can see, definitely allows more exhaust out. If you take more air in, you have to allow more out. Now by doing that, it's going to create an even more lean fuel air mixture, because you're bringing in more air and it's going out quicker. So now we definitely have got to richen up the fuel air mixture using a TPS and a digital voltmeter. If you only do the air box and the exhaust, you're making it worse. So if you're not going to do the TPS adjustment, do not do the air box and the exhaust. Okay, I'll try to do this without shaking the camera too much. Right here, that fastener, it's not actually a fastener. That is your throttle stop. Because your throttle is in your throttle cables right here. Remove this, and when you take it out, you'll see the head of the fastener, some threads, and a little pin on the end of it. I used a pair of linesman's pliers, dikes, just to cut it. It cuts fairly simple. You gotta have a little bit of force, but it's not bad. Or whatever you got to cut it off with. Just cut it up through the threads a little bit. From there, I use a little bit of a grinding wheel and a file just to knock the rough edges down, just to clean it up a bit and put it back in. Now your throttle will open up 100% instead of 33. Okay, so I've got my digital multimeter out here. Got the ground lead hooked to the battery. I got my positive lead running down here to the gray 3-wire plug for the TPS unit. I will try to get down here. I'm doing this by myself, so just bear with me, please. How to focus this thing. Now, there was a zip tie on there. I removed the zip tie to make things a little bit easier on myself. There's the plug. It's a 3-wire gray plug. There's a little foam insulation around the back of the wires. Leave it plugged in. All you want to do is push your positive lead down beside the yellow wire and just don't force it. Once it kind of bottoms out, just stop there. You don't want to damage your plug. So once you got that close, turn the power to your bike on. Don't try to crank it, just power it up. I'm reading 0 voltage, so 0.62. I just push it in a little bit and make contact. That's where I adjusted mine at. Mine from factory, as I mentioned earlier, was 0.42, 0.44, I believe, somewhere around there, the low 4s. I richened it up by 0.2 of a volt to make it 0.62. It runs so much better. It's been there for a year now. I really like it. So what you'll want to do to get your reading, to adjust that, you'll come down here, and right here there's a fastener. It's a Torx fastener. It's a T25. Loosen that up a little bit, and in this black piece is your throttle position sensor. You want to loosen it just a little bit to where you can move it, but not real easy, because once you start to move it, you'll see why you want it a little bit hard to move, but not hard enough to damage anything. Rotate it, watching the digital voltmeter, until you get to the desired voltage. Like I said, with mine it was at 0.4, low 4 something. When I bought it, I moved it to 0.62, been extremely happy with it. So it's something you can kind of play around with your type of riding style. Once you get it set to the voltage that you like, then lock it back down, recheck the voltage again after it's locked down, because it can and will move, and then you know you're good. Power the bike off and put everything back together. Now we've got it all back together. Now what we need to do is, when we first start up, you'll probably have to readjust your idle position. Probably have to come up on it because it's going to be flooding a little bit. So maybe a little hard to start. Use your fast idle lever. Ride it, get the feel of it, see what you think. Make any adjustments accordingly. If you want a little bit leaner, a little bit richer. There's a lot to go through to do that, but once you get it set, you should be good to go. Mine's been set for a year now. I've had no problems. I love it. Any questions? Leave them in the comment box. I'll try to answer them best I can. I am no motorcycle technician. I'm just a backyard mechanic. So, you guys be safe out there. Keep riding.